The super preparation for the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. The presidential inauguration is a big deal in American democracy. It shows the peaceful handover of power. As we get ready for this big event, lots of work is happening. This includes planning, security, and getting the public involved. The inauguration is a big celebration of American democracy. It shows the country's dedication to democratic values. As we look forward to this historic moment, it's key to understand its importance. It's a time for Americans to unite and celebrate their democracy. Introduction to the inauguration ceremony. The presidential inauguration is a tradition that starts a new chapter in American democracy. As we get ready for this big event, it's important to know its significance. It's a celebration of democracy and a time for Americans to come together. Key takeaways. 1. The presidential inauguration is a significant event in American democracy. 2. The inauguration ceremony marks a new chapter in American democracy. 3. Extensive preparations are underway for the inauguration ceremony. 4. The presidential inauguration is a celebration of American democracy. 5. The inauguration ceremony is a time for Americans to come together and celebrate their democracy. 6. The presidential inauguration is a time-honored tradition that marks the beginning of a new era in American democracy. What to expect at President-elect Donald Trump's historic inauguration. Excitement is growing as the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump draws near. This event will be a momentous occasion, remembered for years. Knowing the schedule, key locations, and venues is key for a great experience. The inauguration will include the swearing-in, inaugural address, and parade. The main spots are the Capitol Building, the National Mall, and the White House. For those attending, knowing how to get there is important. The committee has set up metro, bus, and parking options. Plan your trip early to avoid any last-minute issues. Important spots include 1. Metropolitan stations near the National Mall. 2. Designated parking areas for attendees with disabilities. 3. Drop-off and pick-up points for authorized vehicles. Knowing the schedule, venues, and transport options will help you enjoy this historic event. Whether you're there in person or watching from home, it's going to be unforgettable. Unprecedented security measures and logistics. The inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump is a big event that needs careful planning. Law enforcement and event organizers are working together to make it safe. They have set up strong security measures like crowd control and emergency plans. Keeping the crowd safe is key. Police use cameras and monitoring systems to watch over everyone. They also have security teams at key spots to help and keep order. 1. Enhanced screening procedures for attendees and participants. 2. Increased security personnel presence throughout the event area. 3. Designated emergency response zones and evacuation routes. 4. Real-time monitoring and communication systems to facilitate swift response to incidents. Thanks to these efforts, the inauguration is expected to be safe and successful. The hard work in planning and coordinating security will make sure everyone has a good time. President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration team and planning committee. The inauguration team and planning committee are key to the event's success. They handle everything from logistics to security. They work together to make sure the event goes off without a hitch. The planning committee decides on the event's schedule, venue, and entertainment. They team up with government officials, vendors, and volunteers to make it happen. Meanwhile, the inauguration team carries out the plans. They set up the venue, manage speakers and performers, and handle the crowd. Some of their main tasks include 1. Coordinating with government agencies and vendors. 2. Managing the event budget. 3. Ensuring security and crowd control. 4. Coordinating with speakers and performers. 5. Managing the logistics of the event. The team and committee work hard behind the scenes. Their dedication makes the event a success. By understanding their roles, we see the effort that goes into such a big event. Public participation and viewing opportunities. As President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration nears, people are excited to join in. Public participation is key, letting everyone be part of this big moment. The team has shared ticket information and how to get them, so everyone can attend. For those who can't be there, virtual viewing is an option. It lets you watch from home while still feeling connected. The team has also set up public access areas for those who want to see it live. Key details for public participation. 1. Ticket information and distribution details are available on the official inauguration website. 2. Virtual viewing options include live streaming on social media platforms and online news websites. 3. Public access areas are located near the inauguration venue. With clear guidelines and security protocols in place, the inauguration team wants everyone to be involved. Whether you're there in person or watching online, you can be part of this historic moment. It's a chance to see the start of a new chapter in American democracy. Conclusion. A new chapter in American democracy. President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration is a big moment for American democracy. It starts a new chapter in the country's politics, full of hope and doubt. The detailed plans for the presidential inauguration show the nation's dedication to its democratic values. The smooth handover of power is key to a healthy democracy. Americans should be proud of their part in this important event. This inauguration reminds us of the nation's strong democratic system, no matter who we support. As President-elect Tramp begins his term, the country is filled with hope and excitement for the future. It will be a great 4 years of command for President Donald Trump to go down in history, which is his last. Andre Dark at Andre Dark Z7MFAQ. What is the significance of President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration? President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration is a big deal in American democracy. It shows the peaceful handover of power. This event is very important in American history and democracy. What is the official schedule of events for the inauguration? The inauguration schedule includes many activities. These include the swearing-in ceremony, parade, and inaugural balls. It's a day filled with celebration. What are the key locations and venues for the inauguration? The main event is at the United States Capitol building. The swearing-in will happen on the Capitol's west front. Other places like the National Mall and the White House will also host events. What are the transportation options and access points for attendees? There are many ways to get to the inauguration. You can use public transit, shuttle services, or park in designated areas. There are specific spots and security checks for safety and ease. What unprecedented security measures are in place for the inauguration? The security for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration is top-notch. It involves a lot of planning with law enforcement and emergency teams. These steps are to keep everyone safe and secure. Who is part of the inauguration team and planning committee? The team behind the inauguration is diverse and experienced. Each member is responsible for different parts of the event. They work together to make it happen.